There's a pattern you start to recognize when you follow AI tools long enough. Real breakthroughs rarely arrive with loud announcements. They surface quietly, through scattered clips, through creator experiments, through strange, almost accidental discoveries. And right now, Seedance 2.0 feels exactly like one of those moments. Because long before any official deep dive, creators are already dissecting it. Not reacting, dissecting, which usually means something interesting is happening. Let's step back for a second. In AI video, most updates fall into predictable categories: higher resolution, faster rendering, minor quality improvements, useful upgrades, but rarely disruptive. Seedance 2.0 is generating a very different kind of conversation. People aren't asking, is it better? They're asking, how is it handling motion like that? Why are characters so stable? Why does everything feel cohesive? That shift in discussion is important. It suggests creators are noticing structural changes rather than cosmetic ones. One of the strongest early signals revolves around how inputs are interpreted. Traditional AI video generation is mostly prompt-driven. You describe something. The model attempts to visualize it. But emerging discussions around Seedance 2.0 describe something more flexible. Creators combining reference images, motion examples, audio cues, text direction, not as separate steps, but as a unified instruction set. If accurate, this represents a major evolution in creative control. Instead of fighting the model for precision, creators guide it with context, which is far closer to directing than prompting. Then there's the iteration factor, a silent productivity killer in AI workflows. Most AI video systems force regeneration for even tiny adjustments. New background? Regenerate. Extended timing? Regenerate. Modified subject? Regenerate. Every regeneration introduces instability, subtle changes, lost details, unexpected artifacts. But Seedance 2.0 discussions repeatedly reference prompt-based modification, editing without resetting, refining without rebuilding. For creators, this is not just a convenience upgrade, it's a workflow transformation. Because speed in creative work isn't just generation speed, it's correction speed. Motion quality is another area drawing unusual attention. Watch how creators talk about Seedance 2.0 clips. They're not praising aesthetics first, they're analyzing physicality, momentum, balance, transitions, weight distribution. Why? Because motion is where AI video usually collapses. Our brains detect unnatural movement instantly. Even beautiful frames cannot compensate for broken physics. So when motion becomes a discussion point rather than a complaint, it's a very strong signal. Consistency might be the most fascinating theme of all. Earlier, AI video generations often suffer from identity drift. Faces subtly morph, textures fluctuate, small visual details disappear between frames. Seedance 2.0 previews, however, are triggering repeated observations about stability. Characters holding form, outfits staying locked, visual continuity across shots. This is critical for storytelling. Without consistency, narrative construction becomes fragile. With consistency, AI video becomes a reliable creative medium. Another reason Seedance 2.0 is attracting attention is how it's being positioned within ecosystems like Higgsfield.ai. Instead of existing as an isolated novelty model, it appears integrated into broader creator workflows. And this is where the bigger picture emerges. AI models are gradually shifting from standalone generators to creative engines inside platforms. Less tool-centric, more workflow-centric. Higgsfield.ai's design philosophy aligns strongly with this direction, emphasizing creator experience, iteration efficiency, and multi-step fluidity, which makes Seedance 2.0 particularly interesting in that context. Now, a necessary clarification. Seedance 2.0 specifications are not officially confirmed. Everything we're discussing reflects public signals, previews, and community interpretation. Capabilities may evolve, features may change, but early creative behavior often predicts impact better than launch events do, because creators explore edges long before documentation exists. So why does Seedance 2.0 feel different? Not because of one rumored feature, but because multiple independent signals point toward the same idea: reduced friction, better motion logic, higher stability, more flexible iteration. And friction reduction is the single most important driver of technological adoption. Tools win, not when they impress, but when they disappear into workflow. Seedance 2.0 hasn't fully arrived yet, but creator curiosity is already accelerating, which historically is one of the strongest indicators that a release is worth watching. Because creators don't invest attention casually. They follow leverage. If you want to monitor how this space evolves, Higgsfield.ai is becoming one of the central locations where Seedance developments and access discussions are surfacing, especially for creators interested in early experimentation and workflow advantages. Whether Seedance 2.0 becomes incremental or truly disruptive remains to be seen. But the conversation patterns tell us something undeniable. Creators are preparing for it. And in AI video, that's often where real momentum begins. Outro: distinct channel style. AI video is entering a very different phase. Less about isolated clips, more about controllable, repeatable creative systems. Seedance 2.0 is shaping up to be part of that transition. And it will be fascinating to watch what creators build with it once full access arrives. If you enjoy tracking emerging AI tools, creative workflows, and real shifts in generation technology, consider subscribing. Because the most important changes rarely arrive with noise. They arrive with signals. And this space is full of them.